Hey guys, today is November 17th, and welcome back to Ocarina of Time. Let me turn the volume down 2 notches. Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. As you can clearly see, there's now a rainbow bridge connecting, yes, I'm gonna start singing, the Rainbow Connection. Do my best Kermit impression. I like how we can walk over here, yet there's clearly fuck all over here. There's... Is that a fucking cow skeleton? I love that. It's like a demon skeleton. I don't even know, dude. It's like just one of the many cool details. Anyway. Oh, I love this place so much. This is like the mix of like liminal and like haunting yet somewhat comforting that like defines Ocarina of Time for me. I love this place so much. I've always been a big fan of like final areas that combine a bit of every area from like the past levels of the game. So this area is exactly that. So today is November 17th. I have my... It's a Sunday, so I'm doing laundry today because, you know, I like, you know, having lazy Sundays and getting my laundry accomplished on said lazy Sundays. But yeah, as you're probably aware, this is, close to the end of Ocarina of Time. And close to the end of this playthrough. Shit, you know, something I did kind of want to do before starting this dungeon is, like, look for ways I can actually use the ice arrows. So maybe I'll do that as, like, a bonus episode, because I really enjoy doing the Gerudo's training ground, but it feels like kind of a waste if I can't fucking use the ice arrows for anything. And I'm glad that they do come back in Majora's Mask as like one of the most useful items in that game, and an item that you need for like literally a dozen puzzles or so in that game. I'm starting to really miss that game because that game just has some really honest-to-God, like, good game design, like, cool puzzles, good side quests, and just a rewarding sense of progression as you go through that game. Oh, my mind is totally blanking. I'm, like, very hyper this morning. Like, more than I, like, normally get once I, you know, have my morning coffee and whatever. And, like, I'm a person, I seriously need a good morning routine. I haven't had one, and, like, I've been... Like, my previous morning routine has just been really unhealthy. It's just, like, roll out of bed and, like, play computer games for a couple hours. Just, like, grab the easiest dopamine that, like, my grubby little hands can find. And I don't think that's been healthy for me. I don't know. I've just never been good at mornings. Like, I would like to do something like a morning meditation or a morning walk, but I don't know how effective those would be. I don't know. Because I personally thrive the best when I have, like, a wind down before bed routine. Like a bedtime journaling, or, like, you know, watch ASMR to wind down, or, like, drink some chamomile tea. Chamomile or chamomile, not really sure how it's pronounced. And I keep fucking up this room, so let's actually try to concentrate and do a good job on this room. Like that, yes, exactly like that. I think it's the hover boots that are kind of screwing me over. Like, okay. Oh, I'm losing health too? That sucks. Boom. Okay. Then use the hook shot. Boom. Oh, is that what the switch does? Did it make this thing appear? I've never tried one of like the Ocarina of Time challenges, like a randomizer or like the 3-heart challenge, because I know Nintendo Capri Sun does a lot of those, and Nintendo Capri Sun was probably my intro to this game, if I'm being honest. Like, my introduction to the Zelda series as a whole was watching Skull Kid 3 play Oracle of Ages, and then Oracle of Seasons. And then I watched him play Majora's Mask, and then eventually I think I started watching Nintendo Capri Sun, and I watched him play Ocarina of Time. But, and then Ocarina of Time was the first Zelda game I actually played. Saria, you've got an arrow floating in front of you in midair. So I don't know if you should be worried about that or not. Anyway, get warped. I love that. It's like super dramatic. Like a sci-fi movie sequence. Just getting bazammed out of the doorway. Anyway, you want to do these in a very specific order. Oh yeah, and we need to get the gauntlets. This is the Spirit Medallion, by the way, and I've always enjoyed this symbol because it looks like a 69. So, I really wish I was 69ing with you right now. Just kidding, like, 69 is one of those things that, like, I don't know. I don't know why people find it appealing. Like, it's probably fine once you actually try it, but to me it doesn't actually sound hot. It kind of sounds weird. But maybe that's like too sexual. I love these like little candles on the wall. They make me so happy. Like, it's one of the few rooms in this dungeon that actually makes it feel like a castle. Because it's got these little candles on the wall. Like, look at that. It's got these little candles. It reminds me of, in Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside, there's, like, this little hallway, with, like, these spiral stairs that are, like, covered in red carpet. Which totally reminds me of something out of Ocarina of Time. Also, that's not how you're supposed to do this room at all. You're supposed to wake up the Armos. Or move the Armos so that the spike traps have more room to... Yeah, let me actually do that for this. Well, we don't need to. Yeah, because this totally reminds me of the Spirit Temple. Because this is supposed to be a mini version of the Spirit Temple. And I just went in the wrong doorway, because I'm a genius. Hello, Beamos. Please just leave me alone. I really like the way that Skyward Sword handles its final dungeon, like, doing a mini version of, like, Skyward Sword, like, a lot of people talk about that game as if it's one of the worst Zelda games, which I think is mainly because either they think the character designs look corny, or that, like, there's not enough areas to explore, or they just have a gripe with the Wii motion controls. Oh! You know what's exciting? Is that I think this is the first puzzle in the game that we officially need bomb shoes for. So, I'm super out of... Oh, no. There was that one in the Spirit Temple. Never mind. Okay. So, need to do this at a super precise angle, so that's fun. So we can use the Banjo-Kazooie trick, which is point the camera in the right way so that you know for sure that your character is looking that way. Oh, well, that worked. Okay. And then just hit this switch normally with our sword. Oh, is that a troll chest? Watch this be a troll chest. Wait, where was that? One of those chests that, like, freaking freezes you as soon as you open it. Okay, so how are we supposed to do this? Are we supposed to bomb the ceiling? Or... that kind of looks like a cobweb, so I think we're supposed to shoot a fart arrow. A fire arrow, because I'm from South Carolina. Okay, fire arrow and then mirror shield. I think you could actually use the light arrows on those, too. Oh, but yeah, this totally feels like a Majora's Mask puzzle. Like, this is the... Oh! That's one of the... That's, I think, the first, like, troll son in the game that, like, spawns a Wallmaster. Such a good troll. It should be on Twitter. Hello? Why is my... Oh, I can't use my shield because I'm literally holding the big Goron sword. That makes sense. And another one gets... And another one spawns a Wallmaster. Fun fact, those are the lyrics to a Queen's worst song. It was super unpopular because people just didn't get the reference to Wallmasters, I guess. It was very sad. Oh my god, can you tell that I'm hyper? I'm super hyper this afternoon. Which I'm usually, like, hyper in the evenings, so that's when I record my videos, typically. Hey, hottie. The Gerudo in this game are so hot, like... I don't know if I had a thing for Indian girls, like, before or after playing this game, but it definitely helped. So, you know... I have that much more of a reason to read the Karma Sutra so that I can up my game. Never mind, that's a terrible thing to say. So we did Forest, and the Forest Temple mini-dungeon was based on wind, and if you look at the symbol for Forest Temple, it's based on wind, so that's why people have this theory that the original Forest Temple was actually more of a wind temple. The original Light Temple was actually a full-fledged temple, which fortunately they did in Twilight Princess. They made Temple of Time into a full-fledged temple. And then you look at the Water Temple medallion, actually, and they think that instead of being the Ice Cavern and the Water Temple, that the Water Temple was a full-fledged ice-themed temple. So yeah, I think that's a super interesting theory. Oh shit, I need an empty bottle, god damn it. Look. I filled my bottles with 2 blue potions and 2 fairies. Like, I specifically went to the graveyards to get a fairy. It's fine. The blue potions were more expensive. Although I'm, like, literally maxed out on cash. What are you doing? Stop that. Stop that this instant. Okay, so I've been recording for... 19 minutes. We're gonna chop out, like, the first 5 or so minutes. But I want to record for half an hour. Not only because I like recording longer when I have more momentum, but, like, I'm doing my laundry, so I already have an excuse to record for longer, because I have to wait for my laundry to finish anyway. I need a Tums. Oh, wow! The game is lagging so much. I'm gonna take a Tums just because I have, like, heartburn issues, especially when I drink coffee in the morning. Not only that, but, like, I've been eating kimchi because I love kimchi, but, like, it gives me stomach issues. But the fact, like, probably just because it's spicy, and I can't handle spicy food as well as I'd like to. But the thing is, it's so good for you. And the thing is, I love spicy food. Like, I fucking love Thai food and Indian food. Those are, like, probably my 2 favorite kinds of food. but my stomach just doesn't handle spicy food as well as I'd like it to. So this is an ice puzzle. Ice to meet you. Yeah, I'd like to do a playthrough of Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess, but I would have to figure out how to emulate those games, which yeah, is a bit tricky. Did I already screw up this puzzle? Can I get a redo? Can I get a redo on life? I would really like a redo on life, if I'm being honest. Oh, thank you. Okay, never mind. Just go into the wall. So, how do I want to do this? Oh, just go into the floor? Okay, fine. So... yeah, let's get a redo. The reason why I haven't been more, like, active, I guess, in replaying Twilight Princess is just because, like, my Wii controllers are old enough to the point that they're starting to have issues. Like, I don't think the wire in my nunchuck is very good. So, like, it'll just think that the nunchuck has been disconnected, and then I'll have to unplug it, plug it back in, unplug it, plug it back in, sometimes several times. Like, I love the Wii. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have any blue fire. I was supposed to get some before starting this room. But, yeah, I love the Wii, especially because, you know, there were so many Wii bangers, like Mario Galaxy, you know, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Wii Sports Resort, you know. But if, like, my controllers are gonna have that many issues because of, like, the combination of both being old and motion controls not being perfect all the time, then I might as well just play computer games because they have less chance of fucking up when you least expect them to. Like, I can technically emulate GameCube games, so if I really want to do, like, all I need is the Dolphin emulator, which is actually one of the best emulators out there. And then I just literally need a USB GameCube controller. And then I'm all set for doing a playthrough of any GameCube game I want, which could be fun. I didn't grow up with the GameCube, so a lot of those games I would have to learn. And we're having so much lag. Oh my god. It's almost, like, more authentic this way. Because, like, even the emulator is like, oh my god, what are we doing? Anyway, that room took way too long, but it's fine. Kaboosh! Alright, who be you? You be Princess Ruto, right? Yay, nude character. Just kidding, she's not really that hot. Like, she's not. Okay, pretty sure we should do fire next, because let's see, we need to do fire, shadow, and light. And we need to get the gauntlets at some point. And I'm having the worst headache right now. God. Okay, cool. I'm not only hyper and over-caffeinated and haven't taken my meds and now I have a headache too, so this morning is going great. I say morning. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've been having a really fucked up sleep schedule right now. And part of that... Oh, God. Part of that is because, like... I reconnected with this girl that I went to college with, and now I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you know, we belong together and all this bullshit. So basically I'm fixated on a girl again, so, like, I live or die whether she texts me. And she's, like, been super slow to text me back, and I've also just been super awkward the last couple of days, so, like, I won't be able to sleep at night because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm, like, my mind is wide awake with these thoughts of, like, oh, she hasn't texted me back yet. And then, like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, like, I really hope she's texted me. And, like, I won't want to get out of bed if she hasn't texted me. Which is so stupid. And, fortunately, I don't think it's just a male problem to obsess over people this way. There are girls. Girls get just as obsessed over boys. Which is honestly comforting, because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. Like, girls have this problem, too. Should I use Din's Fire for this torch? Okay, so I kind of didn't explain what I was doing for the last several minutes. I am here because I don't think we can... Oh shit, we're on a timer. Timer. Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think we need the gold gauntlets or whatever they're called before we can start the... before we can actually finish the Fire Temple segment. So I'm pretty sure that you get those from this segment. So... Please, green bubble, don't fuck me. Over. Like, don't fuck me the other way either, but... Okay. I don't know why I thought that would work. I got very overconfident. Oh, okay, so speaking of ice levels, I've been, grinding on Bloons Tower Defense... Fuck you. I've been grinding on Bloons Tower Defense 6 again. Just because it's one of the most addicting games known to man. And I want to be able to be like, yeah, hey, I'm a pro at this game. So I've been trying to get better at some of the advanced maps. And one of those advanced maps is called Erosion, which is an ice level, and it has to do with climate change, which is kind of funny. Except it would be funny if it weren't sad. Also, if you're a climate change denier, fuck off. Also, where have you been the last 5 years? Like, there's genuinely no excuse. You're just an idiot. Yeah, there's a reason that we don't call it global warming anymore. We call it climate change, because it's more accurate. But, you know... Our like, failed former president had been like, ugh, they call it global warming, but I'm so cold today. They must be lying. Well, we know exactly why they're lying. Well, who's lying? It's the oil companies and other companies that profit off of global warming, so I'm sorry. I was talking about Bloons Tower Defense 6. And if you're genuinely a climate change denier in my audience, all I have to say is I don't hate you, but I wish you would just, like, better educate yourself, because there's no excuse. Just please watch An Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore. That's all you need to do. I'm kidding. But, you know, it's basically all you need to do. Oh yeah, so Erosion is a map on Bloons Tower Defense 6 where it's a bunch of it's basically a big iceberg where like one layer melts off every 18 rounds. So, and the towers that you place on the ice. What's the point of this fire torch right here? Let me just investigate. So basically you need to like recalibrate your strategy. Did that do something? Oh, we already did that. I'm an idiot. You basically need to recalibrate your strategy every 18 rounds. Because that's how often the ice layers melt. But once it gets to the very last layer and it's like you have no space at all. You have like a super short path, which if you know Bloons, you know that if you have a short path, you're super screwed. Because short path means less time for your towers to pop the super difficult Bloons that are coming your way, like DDTs and the BAD. Or the BAD, as some people call it, which I don't call it because I'm not Michael Jackson. Because I'm bad, Shimon. Okay, but yeah, it's just also like when you get to the higher rounds, like past round 90 and stuff on Erosion, you have no space left to place your towers. Like, literally no space. Except you have plenty of water space, so you have to rely on... If there's a way to beat that map on, you know, past... You know, like on modes like Impoppable and Chimps, where you have to go up to round 100, it would involve relying on water towers, because... past that point, like 90% of the map is water, which is so BS. Like, you have like an infinitesimally short space to pop Bloons in, and you literally only have room for water towers. It's such a stupid map. Anyway, I just wanted to rant about it because I'm trying to complete Bloons Tower Defense 6 as many maps as I can, which, like, if you're a hardcore player, you're trying to get a black border on every map. Or if you're a hardcore player, you've probably already done that, but I'm still, you know, I've only played that game for 200-something hours. I'm not a super hardcore player yet. Note the irony in my voice. Oh, by the way, here's the last Great Fairy in the game. And these camera angles are very odd and somewhat Kubrickian. But anyway. Welcome, dude. I'm the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm the Great Fairy of the GOP. Okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I only listen to liberal fairies. Anyway, now all our hearts have a white border around them. So yes, we now have a stronger border. Ha ha ha, a stronger border. Border security. Blah blah blah. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. So, that was officially 2/3 of the first third. So, what does that make it? 4/9? No, that's not how math works. Anyway, I will see you in the next episode where we will continue making progress on Ganon's Castle. And then probably the episode after that will be the final boss, or the first half of the final boss. And then the episode after that will be the second half of the final boss. And then the episode after that will be the game's ending. So that's, 4 or 5 more episodes? So have a great rest of your week, or day, or afternoon, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Also, I'm genuinely sorry that this episode was so unhinged.